May the Lord protect you and lead you all the times. You know, I worked very closely with you, and I realized that you are a man who likes to do the right things only. Some of us become very, very annoyed when when things get wrong. But I never saw you getting annoyed. You were always smiling and saying, it's going to be okay, Molo. And I hope God will keep you like that all the time.
In fact, I didn't believe that he was going to leave, because I joined this church in '96. And you see, we have the language that people who come from outside. So it's a like Mnzava Mona, but when I hanged around and interacted with him, I began to classify Magoregore as Basotho Magoregore and Magoregore. So Mnzava became Mosotho Lugoregore. And I'm sad because of the length of time that he has been with us here. I thought he had become Mosotho-fied, and so he was going to be here forever and ever. Johnny, maybe like in that day Mkhaseng is saying, but Mnzava has been an elder. You know, he would be an elder for the year, for 2 years, for 5 years, and he'd take a break. And then for me, whether he was on break or he was an elder, he has always been an elder.
Wow.
And he has given me this image that there are no elders. If Mnzava is not around, we don't have elders. So just his presence there, I know that Maseru Church was the church because Mnzava was there. And now the other thing that I'm going to miss Mnzava is the sermons about the Maasai.
I thought you were to say the quietness.
The sermons about the Maasai. And you see, to understand that some boys could look at the lion in the eyes. And we're not talking fiction here. We say, no, this boy knows that if he can't do this, he's going to die. So he... And I wouldn't want the story of the Maasai to finish. You see, he would continue to go and say, now the reading is in method. No, let's stick to Maasai. Maasai. Yes. So and then this morning, yesterday I joined the convent in Mnzava. They were talking about the challenges with having the passport or getting the dual citizenship. I thought it was just the conversation, and then I left. And then this morning I hear that Mnzava is preparing to go. No, you can't say that Mnzava is preparing to go. However, Mnzava, we really, for myself, I really enjoyed your presence here. You see the kind of, I'm trying to think of what these psychologists would say in terms of the sanguine and the phlegmatic, Mnzava, I don't think you belong to any of those because you are just come on your own. I think they have to do more research when they learn those things and check with Mnzava first. Okay, now we have Mnzava around, you see. Yes, can you tell?
Mnzavlatic.
You see, Mnzavlatic. Yes. Can you tell the spirit of being calm and quiet and being reasonable all the time.
All the time.
Soft all the time.
Yeah.
Even when we're talking tough issues, you see, like when the conference had issues, Mnzava is saying, no, we invited them to come. They didn't come. We don't understand what they're doing. We are not building any restaurants here. Yeah. No, Mnzava, God will go with you wherever you go. Thanks for your presence here.
I knew him to be very calm.
Moholo wa ka ke le buile ka nnete wa wena mohatsa ka o ile Tanzania my brother younger one o ile Tanzania ke ka bona gore le la kopana ba di pa go bontsha go batla ba se ba ile ba ya ga mama ile ga ba nyaka se le nna ime ya ke le ka fa ya le tle ga bana ba ha ba bua Sesotho man ba so hopola ge ba nna mo gona na ga ta ipuela Sesotho fela man ya le ba tae ba hopotsa nna ka mehla yotlhe mo go ba ntse ba ka baka la bona empa ntho e ke e ratileng ke tsela eo re sebediseng ka yona haholo ke re ke ntse ke re o ka hetla morago ha o le kwana ka hetla morago wa re mane re ntse bona ke ile mo foka re ile ga ya mane go buile ha re ya semongong a fila re tla ke tla inkile sebaka ke sene ke hopotse gore pele a tsamaya re tla be se re ntse fo ka godimo ka mane one sebaka sa semongo a sena metsi a nwa hlaga ka godimo so ha o entse fo ka godimo ka mane metsi a ka tseba o tsamaya jale ke hopotse gore ka baka la boengineer wa bona ba tle ba thusana gore be metsi a nwa ha sa tsamaya ke re ke empa mosebetsi ha wa ela o sebeditse mo sebeditseng ke re ke eng ba ba ratela ke re ke eng ha mo foka ile ona mosebetsi ona go ditseditswe ke re ke eng gore re etse re bolelle ba bang gore je soa le ka hona ke re ke yang ba ntse ba e bua ka mo ba ntse ba swere le tswaleng ba e bua mane sebongo la e bone ka re ba tla gata ka ba mata wa ba ba sa ba e kala kala ngo bane bona ka ya thegese ai thegese ska ba isa ka ntso e tla tswa ai thegese ba di ne mo di mo ka eng ba ka batsi
I wouldn't mind if you could come back again.
Yeah, you should probably come back. Probably I'm going to speak on behalf of two people, myself and obviously my father, who couldn't be here today, obviously, because of other business. But my earliest memory of Mnzava, I think, was 93 or 94.
That's when you were born.
My earliest memory of him. Mnzava has served to me in two ways, in three actually, because I got one to work with him. Two, he got to be a spiritual guide in church. Three, he's a father. Mnzava, myself and his children, we grew up together. We did family holidays. Words fail me when I have to talk about him because we've been through so much together.
still our
He definitely. Now he's a very quiet person. You could almost say he's a closed book, but the stories that he has to tell, this man Montate, and his experiences, they surpass anything in this world that I've ever come across. Some of you may not know he was a soldier at a point in time.
Yeah,
Exactly. He was a soldier. He served in the army in Tanzania for quite a long time.
I knew that.
Before he came,
Don't ask me how I knew.
before he came this side. Now the stories he has to tell about that time, they don't resonate with what you see now. Trust me. Look, Mnzava has been. I'm just gonna blatantly say it. Some of us are what we are because of this man. I know my father would be here to say the very same thing. They started, I think, their relationship way before. Is it 92, 90? When? Yeah, 91, around that time. You were still at Health at the time, eh? Yeah. He came. One of the things that you need to know, when he came through, he was by invitation of the government, yes? Yeah. And he was working for the health department as the head engineer. He's been head engineer at the Department of Health, and then they moved him there. He served before you came to LMD, or you had health full time?
No, I mean, I was a health officer. I came through the project of Africa Development.
Yes.
At health, and then
At
we
health.
continued. When I left, that's when I was left to join LMD.
Most of the hospitals and the clinics that you see in the country is because of this man. Woo! Design, maintenance, all the way to their conclusion. His pen. So he's been around. He's given a lot to the country. He's given a lot to us. and a lot to most of us individually. But he is a gem. We love him for his calm character, always quiet.
Precious stone.
But look, I grew up with his kids. We went to school together. That's how close him and I are. I used to steal his cars with his son. We went to see girls with his son. He shipped us off to Sedavin, trying to think that maybe a different environment will change us, but boys will be boys.
Your wife is gonna see this video.
Yeah, no, my wife can't see that video. No, my wife can't see that video, but we just want to say, I don't understand why he just didn't decide to stay. He's been here for more than 30-something years, Mnzava.
33.
For more than 33 years.
Exact.
In my books, he qualifies to be a Mosotho or even a Morena of a local place here. He can start giving us sites, you know. But Mnzava, look, it's been a great journey. There are rare people like you, and we want to thank you for all the things that you've done to us directly and indirectly, especially when it comes to the Maseru Adventist Church. I think your contribution there has really had an impact.
It's great.
And we can't even say thank you. We don't know where to start. You know, thank me for us. She's always been there, and I bet you for most of you probably you haven't even heard a single word coming out of her mouth.
No.
But she's one of the sweetest people on earth. So you'll say hi to her when you get home. For those of you who are waiting for Haika is married. You guys took forever. She's married now, so that's fine. Linda, maybe she can still come back. One play I do though have for Mnzava is he can bring Ezekiel back. Ezekiel is a Mosotho. He wants nothing else to do with any other country. He wants to be here.
Apparently, he's a church clerk in Tanzania.
Yeah, he can come here as well. An elder here as well. We can handle it like that. But thank you very much, Mnzava. We really wish the best for you and your family. May God bless you. We really can't say much, but thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you for the contribution you've given to us, our church buildings there. You know, Kore, you've just been exactly what us as men need to be and contribute to people's lives the way you have to ours. We thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Woo! I know you and me being foreigners.
You are not a foreigner.
Being Makwerekwe. All right. I'm so happy to have met you. Having brushed shoulders with you here and there. You have been a father figure. I do not have many words to onane tena. Now they're waiting for me to. Kwaheri. Hakuna matata. Lastly, Nenda Basu.
Mnzava Natimbile Charles Wahaterehe. Ke a leboha haholo ke fihle kerekeng ya Maseru Church dilemong tsa bo 2015 2017 ke ntse ke tjhakela. So I think for the character that I bear, I get to offend a lot of people, and some people do react to.
Make sure you don't offend us, bro. We ate a lot of meat here.
Actually, I'm being humble when I say I offend. So there was this time, no hard feelings. There was this time when elders were a bit angry with me when I was still interpreting. In fact, I'm still interpreting.
You said focus.
So
Focus, my brother.
So there was something that elders wouldn't understand with me and my speech and my understandings and how I present my thoughts. So they thought that I shouldn't interpret anymore. And you intervened because the points that they were bringing were things like not returning tithe, not believing in tithe, things like those. And so you made a question, and you were like, it is a question of...
Do you still not believe in tithe?
No,
it is a question of...
the issue for another day.
And you said it is a question of, do those who say they believe in all these things, do they keep them? We need to sit down and discuss this thing. You said so. You said we need to sit down and discuss this thing because there's a lot of them who are still not in good standing, but we still use them. So, so that approach made a bit of calm. Yeah, it calmed down things, and right from there, I began to realize that such characters are needed. Such characters are needed. So now I thank you very much for standing out when almost everybody believed that I should be
Written off.
Yes. Then somebody comes to say, no, even him. Let's sit down and discuss all of them. They still don't qualify, but we still use them. So let's not be harsh to the boss. So thank you very much.
Thank you for the cover he took.
Indeed, of course.
Yeah, was covered it.
Yes.
I won't say much. I won't say much, but I'm thankful for you guiding me, being the elder of the church. I think you showed me, you guided my steps, and most of the times I wanted to do things the way I understand them, but you are always by the book, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. You can answer that.
No, he didn't understand that. You probably said you googled the wrong country.
Ntate Mnzava ha se motho ke sebeditseng le yena nako e telele fela mosebetsi wa go sebeditseng ke ithutile ke bile le di-observation tse pedi gore Ntate Mnzava ke motho a frank a honest gore o dula nneteng gore na e bohloko kapa o dula nneteng and o tla ba honest le ka situation. Ya bobedi ke hore ke ithutile hore batho ba ngata when we go to foreign countries, when we get to church, we sit at the back and don't take the leadership. Yeah, but he didn't do that. He was the one leading the church, yet he's a foreigner. So nteno hasn't even know haholo e batho ba ngata ga sa etse. Character ya go ke motho a bonolo ka nnete a soft.
But
ke ntho ka lebela hantle batho ba tswa East Africa ke batho ba jwang. They are very warm people. How ka wa ba le batho ba tswa East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, ka fumana ke batho ba monate haholo ka nnete Ntate Mnzava re Ntate Modimo a mpatsa maelo wena ke a lego.
I nna ya gola ke na ntho tse ngata. Se ka go nna teng.
How many days
Ya gola Ntate Mnzava tlile nna ke a lwana.
ka ntse tsa bona ke fela di tsere go.
Nako ke bile le yona ke a go shebella etsa dintho. Until wa se khala o le kala go ba Ntate Mnzava ya gola ka lebaka la thelo go ba Ntate Mnzava. Le kala go Ntate Mnzava di motho ka tlhokang ga kana ka. Ga go loka taba tsa gago, Dar es Salaam, Kilimanjaro, Masai, taba tse ba. Na ba ntipa mona le mane ka ho nyala tje. Okay. Ya gola le kereke. So ke se bue o go re ke tsebile. Motho a se bo se Ntate Mnzava.
So you are definitely going to get married.
Yeah, he has to. Se ke na hanne ka tsele mo. Ba re ka gola ke Ntate Mnzava ka ma ka tseba go sile mosebetsi o mongata. Wa batho ba kopitse mo tswa go wena mo go tlo nka etsa ba ka ha mo so ntse o sile go lokisa dintho tse ntle tse di ntse bophelong ba ona ga o rata ntate.
Amen.
Safe travels. Let's keep it short now. He has to leave his. No, go on, no problem.
No, he's on.
Yes, go on, no problem. Yes.
Now, I've always seen that Mnzava as a very quiet, was a very quiet person and very composed, but very frank. I've known that Mnzava outside church when we were in the clinic. We did around 80 clinics, and that Mnzava was the engineer. He was still with LMDA. At that time, nearly MCA. And look, with Mnzava, if it's crooked, it's crooked.
If it's straight.
You will not try your tricks as a contractor and say, Mnzava, what can we do to make it straight? It is crooked.
No bribes.
So for me, that showed character, and I could relate. I know some of my colleagues didn't really like him because of his straightness, but I could relate why he says something should be straight and it must be straight, because he's one of the best engineers I've known in this country.
Thank you.
I'm done. Oh, bon voyage, Mnzava.
I think we served with Mnzava for about 2 years as elders of Muslim Church, but I met him before when we were starting the hall. Actually, we started it together with the previous person. So we worked quite well, even when we were elders. That's where we worked very close with him. And he was always the one who was actually telling us, we should do it this way and this way. So I remember one time we were talking and saying, it's good that we have an older elder in us. Because if you are all young, our thinking is more or less the same. But if you have an older elder within yourselves, he actually tried to control and direct you in a different way. And that's what he actually did. For the past 2 years, we had a very difficult situation as Muslim Church, but he was calm and he helped us to go through that situation. And Mnzava, I think more in Tanzania, you should actually keep it. I think we'll go and visit you one time. Decide to take a trip as Adventist men, and you should go and visit you. Go well and greetings to the families, to your family and the boy and the girls and the mother. Go well then.
Fundis.
Right behind you. Mnzava, Bunda tesa ba buile ka magabanya hao gona o jwang o le jwang o le jwang. Ke go ba ke sebe ka bua ditaba tseno no nna I'm going to reflect on my experience yesterday. When I was sitting next to you, when Nadem Locha was playing, I wish he had brought the piano today. When he was playing the song that he introduced to Muslim Church as a call to worship, 255. When I sang that song, my tears came. And because I was thinking, we may be singing this song for the last time with Mnzava, on this side of heaven. We may never sit on the same bench and sing this same song. We sang it, I sang my lungs out, but I couldn't finish the song. I don't know if that's how us gentlemen that's how we think, but that's how I think. I think of instances that mark history, because every moment for me it counts. It counts, and Mnzava, I pray that God may keep you. I believe the fact that you followed up your faith when you came to Lesotho, that you have a covenant with God. I want to pray that you stay faithful to that covenant, so that one day when Jesus will come, if you don't meet it, I know you're going to visit. You said you may visit, and we may visit. We may organize it. I may be one of those who will be driving with you.
I may be joining you going up to Tanzania.
I'll just be flying.
At least I know a few words now. You know, I know when we get there, I'll say Asante sana. We'll say Salama. Sawa sawa, sawa sawa, sawa sawa, sawa, yeah. You say sawa, it's in your mind. Sawa sawa, sawa. Yeah, so those are some of the things candidate Mnzava. And as Maseru Church, we appreciate, as president of Maseru Church, we appreciate everything that you have done to serve God in Maseru Church. I want to believe that if it had not been for your influence and for your spirituality, Maseru Church would not be where it is. I'm 100% sure it would not be where it is today. But God used men like you and the other elders who served that the church becomes what it is today. Yes, there were problems and there were ditches, there were heights, mountains. But that's what life is all about. There's no life without ditches and mountains. So I want to pray that God may keep you. May God keep you and keep Mama Mnzava. We know that this is a very difficult time that we are in today. When Corona is taking a lot of people. I noticed in my neighborhood, a lot of people passed away. People of your age, people of Nadem Mokhasen's age, and I'm surprised that you are taking off your mask, because I would be very scared to take off my mask at this time because of this situation. But I pray that God may keep you. I know you're going to be traveling by road, so I learned, and it's going to be a long trip. I hope you have a driver that will help you change. Because we drove, 5 of us, we are 5 drivers. We're driving to Namibia a few years back. I'm telling you, obviously we're driving night and day. When you sleep, another one will drive. You sleep and the other one, that's how we're doing it. We drove for more than 2,000 kilometers one way. So I don't know how you're going to make it 4,000 kilometers to where you're going. Mnzava, I hope you're 2, not 1. I hope somebody's going with you.
Well, he's alone.
No, come on. Somebody should go with him. Somebody should go with him.
No, Mini has volunteered.
Or maybe what you can do. Are you going?
Yeah. He just needs a ticket back.
So there can be 2 drivers in the other one and 2 drivers in his one, so that they exchange. Yeah, I think it will help. You can't drive 200 kilometers sitting, and you're not.
He has done it before, so
you will sleep. You will sleep. Even if you can sleep 24 hours before you go to the Mnzava, you are still going to sleep. And by the way, when you feel like sleeping, just park on the side of the road and sleep, so that when you get up, then you are able to go. Like they have said, tinakupenda, umungu wakupenda. Safari njema, our safiri, and thank you very much. I think with that we are going to pray.
I
think we are going to
pray.
Oh, just shortly in the special way, let's thank Mnzava for allowing us to be here. Blessing us with the venue and the meat and just everything. And he's always giving us something, isn't he? Yeah, please don't stop. Just keep giving us that.
Also, I'm giving the Mnzava has things to give you, and you're not thanking me. So
no credit for you, bro. Sorry.
Thank you.
Good people, let's pray.
Shall we pray? We don't hold hands, but we can go arm to arm, arm to shoulder.
Mnzava, I'm sure you want to say a word.
So I can only say thank you very much. I think I said a bit yesterday. I know when it's last time and somebody is going away, the message you hear is always the good things that happen. I know there are always good things and bad things, and people don't want to raise the bad things. But I think I appreciate that whatever happened, it happened because we were together and we worked as men.
Yes.
And we thank God for opportunity that He gave us. I know God has been good for each one of us.
Yes.
It will be good for the church. I know that, like Mruti has said, there were up and downs. But you see, with God, there is always a way. And He opened ways, and we thank God for every route that He opened for not only Maseru Church, but for Lesotho in general. I must appreciate that. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect what happened yesterday. I didn't expect this one. But I thank God that, He is always nice and kind for each one of us. And I know we'll meet again. I said yesterday, where I stepped some toes into individuals, whoever it is, I ask for forgiveness. I know they probably didn't come up here, but I know if you have something that you feel bad about it, I'm sorry about it. And we need to forgive each other, and if we have to actually prepare for heaven, that's the only way that we can survive. So we ask God that He touches us, and let's keep on keeping on in the faith, and let's meet again. If we don't meet again here in this world, let's meet us in heaven.
Amen.
And that's my prayer, that God will guide each one of us. And may God bless.
Amen. Farewell. Farewell, Mnzava. Farewell.
Let's do that hymn. What's that hymn?
Tabong rikopana limitswaleka nako yana imparuta tabo yahuririta aruhana lehodi aho aruhanwe aruhanwe fasineli tela tabo Farewell.
Farewell.